Walk into any health and fitness store and it can be so incredibly overwhelming to see all the books on the shelves that all seem to contradict one another. You know what I'm talking about, right? And it's frustrating. And I remember I used to look at those bookshelves and think like, I wish there was just like one book that just was like a one size fits all that works for everyone, that I know is true and it works for me. The problem is that doesn't necessarily exist. What may work for the person next to you may not work for you. There is no one size fits all. You create the plan that works for you. And when I had embraced this, I was able to lose 20 pounds. And I used this particular strategy that I want to share with you in this video. Now, disclaimer, I've gotten distracted from this. I've gotten distracted in thinking that there is this, like, trying all these other things that contradict what I've learned about myself, and it's caused me to backpedal. So now I'm recentering myself and doing what I did before. So let me share with you what it is. I get a calendar. Now, if you go to TaraSporter.com, type in calendar in the search thing, you'll see a printable that you can use. I got this at Erin Condren. Actually, this was at Staples in the Erin Condren section, and how cute is this? So here's what I do, and I'll explain what this is in a second. I write my goal for the week, okay? So let's say my goal this week is don't eat fast food. I'll write that down. And then I record what I eat and what I drink for the week. And this is my happy place, all right? Now, my activity is down here. It's my happy place. I'm celebrating what I'm doing. So I give an example of this to you guys a lot. My sister-in-law, I saw her calendar one time and she put a sad face where she missed a workout. And I'm like, don't do that. This is your place to celebrate your body and celebrate you. You're not punishing yourself. You're learning about yourself, okay? So if you missed a workout, write in the circumstances that made you miss your workout. Let's say I went to fast food on Wednesday. What happened that day? What happened that day? And that's going to teach me a lesson. So I probably went to fast food because I didn't have anything at home. That's usually what happens. So the lesson I learned is, oh, I need leftovers. I need to make sure I have leftovers. Even if there's some in the freezer, I need something I can grab. Okay, and you learn that. So then when I have next week's start, my goal is slightly different. My goal is have leftovers on hand. And I might have like a secondary goal of make sure I don't go to fast food. What if I go to fast food again? What happened? I had leftovers. Why didn't I go to fast food? And you learn about yourself and you start to learn the most weird things. Like one thing was funny. I learned that if I drink 4 particular drinks every single day, like water is one of them, it's kind of boring, but I learned that I don't crave sweets. I just don't. If I get those things in, I don't crave sweets. Okay? When you create these like firm, solid, well-tested rules about who you are and what works for you, you suddenly create something that is awesome. Okay, so here's a list of some of the lessons that I have learned, written in stone. This is what works for Tara Porter. All right, so first one, I know drinking enough water daily makes a difference. I've got to get in my water. Like if it's 3 and I haven't gotten in 2 bottles of water, I'll eat anything in sight. My brain confuses hunger and thirst. Next, having leftovers helps me feel better. And it keeps me from eating fast food. I should have written that in. It keeps me from eating fast food. So I need to have those. I know that drinking Shakeology daily helps me crave less, get sick less, and have more energy. And I didn't put this on here, but I also know that if I don't get it first thing in the morning, I never get it in. I forget. So I get it in first thing, and it makes a big difference on my day. Next up, I know that sleep is very important to me. If I am sleep deprived, I will crave chocolate like there's no tomorrow. I will be grumpy, and I will be just so unproductive. So those are some things I know. So anytime you get distracted with some new health and fitness craze that's going on, or maybe, oh, I want to try that, like I'm such a squirrel with things, go back to your list and see if it contradicts with your list of what you know, the tried and tested things. This is where I personally have screwed up over the last, I'd say 2 years, because I had it together and then I got distracted because I went away from what I knew about myself and kept thinking that other resources knew better than what I did. And I've gone back to my own system of what works for me, and I'm still learning. I think so often we think fitness is this fast, like you do this program or whatever and you're done, you've got your crap together and you're fixed. And that's just not, maybe that works for some, that's not how I work. And I'm pretty sure that's not how you work. Instead, it's a learning process. And we beat ourselves up when we screw up, when really we should take those moments and learn. A mistake is only a mistake if you don't take it to learn, right? There's no such thing as failure unless you choose not to learn from it. So get a journal or get a piece of paper and start recording your journey and what you're learning about yourself. Pretty soon by the end, you're going to have a book that is completely you, and it is written all about you. Doesn't that give you hope and excitement? I know it does for me. All right, bye guys.